Esther,
What?
where are you from in the East End, Esther? Where are you from in the East End?
Number 12, Wilk Street. Wilk Street. Wilkes.
And who did you live there with?
My grandparents. Mayor Schultz. Mayor, his first name was. And there's a bit of doubt about it, what his wife's first name was. But I was born there, and I stayed there for about 4 or 5 years before we moved to Stamford Hill, which is what people did. And then they went northwards. In the East End, where they lived, near Petticoat Lane. Petticoat Lane was where all the food was then. And all the Jews came from all over London to buy their kosher food in Petticoat Lane.
So you both met at Hubbarnim?
Yeah.
Was that in the East End?
No. At the Golders Green. Golders Green.
So it was like it was a youth club?
A youth movement. Yeah.
And did you both make aliyah together?
Yes, no, we were married. We had children already, we had a family already.
When did you make aliyah?
47.
What was it like when you first came here?
It was terrible. We came for the Holy War, we were starving. We starved in Jerusalem. But first we lived in Tel Aviv. And but for the siege of Jerusalem, we were here.
What was the most difficult period of living in Israel?
Oh, but leaving out the war conditions, which of course are exceptional, the most difficult period undoubtedly was period 50, what they call the Tzena period here, when there was no food, there was no money, we weren't paid regularly, there was virtually no food in Tel Aviv. That undoubtedly was the most difficult period.
When was that? What year?
49, 50, beginning of the state. The grocer in Tel Aviv, his attitude was, we will get paid one day and he'll get paid, and if we don't get paid, no one will get paid, so might just well give us what we need. People don't realise today what it was like, but it really was difficult. It was far worse from the food point of view than London ever was, because there was literally nothing.
Because the East End was a ghetto, but is Israel always within some degrees ghettoised within itself because of the Jewish nature?
I think so. To tell the truth, on a more positive sense, the ghetto is usually used in a very negative sense, but I'm not sure that's really right. And in a positive sense, of course, Israel is a ghetto, but it's a self-imposed one as opposed to being imposed from the outside. And of course, one is perfectly free to leave it and abandon it and so on. So in that sense, it's different from say, the ghettos of the Stetler. But it is certainly, the population of Israel on the whole is voluntarily here or came here voluntarily. They didn't have to come here. They weren't ordered to come here by anybody.